Abastroke, Dawid Maj will be presenting actually how home digital treatment for post-stroke cognitive deficits can look like. Welcome on the stage, Dawid.
Hello everyone. My name is Dawid and I am co-founder of Abastroke. And I am really happy that I have the opportunity to tell you a bit about our product, which is at-home digital rehabilitation for post-stroke patients who suffer from cognitive deficits. So to better understand the challenge that we are going to tackle, let's look at this slide. It shows the patient's journey. So at first, after the stroke incident, the patient is transferred to the emergency unit and then to the post-stroke unit. And here the patient spends around 7 days. And from that point, there are two options. Some patients go to the rehabilitation ward, especially those ones who have some physical disabilities like paralysis. But for many patients, the journey ends there and they are sent back home after just 7 days spent in the stroke unit. So when they are discharged, they don't really have continuation of the therapy of cognitive deficits, because if they have physical disabilities, doctors and specialists pay attention to that. But if they have only cognitive deficits, they are usually neglected. And here, when they are back home, patients feel abandoned by the healthcare system. They don't know what to do next. Some patients receive some kind of exercises to practice at home, but those kind of exercises they have many flaws. Firstly, they are not very engaging and they are monotonous. They look like school homework, so nobody wants to do that every day. And the second thing, these exercises, pen and paper exercises, are generic and not tailored to the patients. Every patient after stroke is different, has different deficits, and here the exercises that they receive are almost the same. And obviously, these exercises don't progress and the difficulty level don't progress with the patient's progress. So it doesn't adapt. And the third thing is that because of these two first, patients don't use it regularly, they lose motivation, and they are inconsistent with the practice. And because of that, usually the progress is not made in the long run. And this is why we wanted to change something. We started to developing ideas and then creating the solution that would tackle this challenge. Abastroke is a product that provides with digital exercises on mobile device that patients can practice and use every day, anywhere, anytime, without the need of the specialists, because it's based on AI and it personalizes to the patient's needs, and the difficulty level of the exercises goes with the patient's progress. Here are the couple of screenshots of this app. And the biggest, and what makes us unique. So there are three things that makes the product unique. The first one, it's based on scientific method, which is applied behavior analysis. This method is derived from autism treatment, but there are some strong indications that it can be also effective in the therapy of post-stroke patients. Actually, we conducted observational study in 2021, and the results were very positive and showed that this method can be really used in the stroke survivors to cognitive therapy. The second thing is that the product is powered by AI. So the patient, when she starts using this app, at first goes through some kind of assessment, some kind of exercises that's goal is to see what kind of problems the patient has in terms of cognitive deficits and how deep they are. And then after the first session, the patient has prepared exercises for the next day. And after the next day, the app adjusts to the patient progress, and each session is tailored to the patient's needs. And the third thing is that is full of gamification, so it helps to keep patients motivated throughout the long-term therapy. It contains some kind of rewards that patient can achieve, and all this gamification is also tied to ABA methods. So the whole product supports this long-term therapy and answering the exercises correctly. We don't want to be another brain trainer like Lumosity or Peak. We are going to become a fully medical device, fully medical product, digital therapeutics, and this is why we started clinical investigation in this year. It started in July 2023, and it will finish in early 2024. There are 2 groups of patients. Each one includes 50 patients. The first group uses the product for 3 months, and the second group goes through the traditional therapy. And then we are going to measure the difference of progress of those 2 groups. The primary measurement is MoCA test, which is reputable assessment pre-screening test conducted for post-stroke patients. And the secondary measurement is fMRI scan. This is like exploration for us. We are going to check if there is some physical change in the brains of the patients who practice regularly with ABA stroke. And our business strategy is, first, we are going to become DIGA, which is reimbursed digital therapeutics in Germany, prescribed by doctors. And the second long-term goal is to become FDA-approved medical device and popularized in USA. Our scalable technology also allows us to expand and create the solution similar to ABA stroke, but for other deficits, for other illness, such as traumatic brain injury or mild cognitive impairment, and even long COVID. And also, when we have more data, we probably will be able to create full diagnostic tool for cognitive deficits, and maybe it will allow us to market this tool as a B2B product to hospitals and clinics. And this is our advisory board. We have world-class advisors also from US and Germany who help us to achieve our goals. And that's it. Thank you for listening to my presentation. And if you have questions, please just ask.
Thank you very much for a very interesting part of this. I always appreciate solutions for actually Tech for all the aiding society, which is actually the hackathon running parallel to that. And tell me, what actually is going to be the biggest challenge for you just to enter the market?
I think that the biggest challenge will be convince the doctors, because I assume that plenty of doctors are not keen on the prescribing digital apps for patients, because maybe there is something new, it is something new for them. But I think that every year, the more digital therapeutics are on the market and they go through the clinical investigation and they show the efficacy. So I think that with each year we will have more power to convince doctors that these tools, not only ABA stroke, but also other digital therapeutics, can be used effectively by patients.
I think also a good access to the market can be through the carers of the nursing homes actually looking after the patients, because they know how their cognitive skills can actually be decreased, or actually targeting the children also of such patients, because they can be like the buyers of that. So
yeah, of course.
By avoiding that. Who has questions? Oh, okay, come in.
Hello. I'm very interested. How did you get financiation to get so far?
It's combination of both public grant and also private equity. So we started in 2020 with the Bridge Alpha program, and after 1 year of developing MVP, we conducted observational study that showed some results, positive results, and with that result we were able to attract the private investors, business angels, and also combine it with NCBR grant.
You can always start such projects, for example, with us, with our Berlin Startup Stipendium grant, equity free, and then we have other tools, and then you come back to NCBR as well about it. So various ways.